Welcome to the third video tutorial, how to deal with presets and how to get yourself a good jump start. What we've been talking about so far is all the controls available, and I've only used a couple of the presets to make it easy, but now let's take a look at why we have different types of presets. As noted in prior videos, it's easiest to tell how good a job you're doing by listening to the removed information. And there are various types of presets. This one, look up here, says muddy low end. Let's go up here to thick vocal. Okay, you see what that did? That changed where the band edges were, in addition to changing some of the numbers down here. Let's go ahead and go to Dense Mix 01. Notice some of the levels down there changing. You can see that reflected here. And the distortion sounds a bit different. So let's look at forward, mids, and trebles. The idea is to find where the distortion mostly is in the program material that you're working on and see the best way to try to, shall we say, mitigate the distortion byproducts to let the music shine through. And notice again, different band values. Let's hear what that sounds like. See, it doesn't sound like there should be a lot of distortion there. It's fairly minimal size music. But listen, there still is some there. And the goal here, again, with Spectral Coherence Control, is to give you, the user, the flexibility to control what that distortion does to the sound of the music. No recording engineer purposely puts distortion into their recordings. That's not their job. Their job is to do a good job of capturing the music. The problem comes in that each stage in the recording process and mastering process adds a teeny bit of bad along with all the good that is done. And those teeny bits of bad end up sounding like this. Now, technically, there's not that much distortion here. See this number here? This 6? That's 6 dB. We're boosting the gain to make it a little bit easier for the user to tell what's happening. Here, in actuality, is the real value of distortion that's there. There's the repair. There's the original. Repaired. And there's actually what we're taking out. But again, sometimes it's easier to give that a little bit of boost just to make it a little bit easier to hear what's happening band to band. Okay? But the idea here is to make the music sound the way the artist intended originally. If we can do that, we're doing the job we're supposed to be doing. And recognize this isn't really dense music. There's only a few instruments and vocal. But when you can hear, even in this lightly instrumented material, there's some distortion. There's always going to be a place for spectral coherence control in almost every project. It may not help as much in some projects as others because some things are more well recorded. But we're all victims of the process. Little bits of distortion added here or there adds up to more, and when you put it all together, then you can finally hear it when you're taking it out. Okay. Thanks for listening. We appreciate your time and hope you enjoy the new tool you have to control the amount of distortion and the spectral clarity in the products you're providing your customers. Happy tuning. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.